There are many reasons why there are more women than men amongst the world's poor. One of them is women's lack of ownership of land. Across the East Asia region, land is overwhelmingly owned by men, and legal title is passed from a father to his son. This pattern of male inheritance exists in many countries due to a legal framework that is traditionally unfavorable to women. Without land titles, women can't raise bank loans, get compensation if they are divorced, or if their husband dies. Even in marriage, they have no say in how their husbands dispose their biggest asset. Vietnam changed all that in a dramatic move in 2004 when it passed a land law bill making it mandatory for all land tenure certificates to be issued jointly in the name of husband and wife. The move followed two pilot projects supported by the World Bank between 2002 and 2004, which showed a marked improvement in reducing gender inequalities in access to credit, decision-making, and security for women. Keith Bell, Senior Land Specialist at the World Bank, explains the $100 million Vietnam Land Administration Project.
VLAP is actually working in 3 regions in this country. In the Mekong Delta, in the central part of Vietnam, where we are now, and also in the north. Primary aim of the VLAP project is to issue or reissue land use rights certificates. And a very important part of the issuance and reissuance is dual names, the name of husbands and wives, where basically building ownership will also be included with land use rights certificates. In Vietnam, they have these things called red books, which is the land use rights certificate. So under this project, there's approximately 5 million land use rights certificates that will be issued. The setting up or the re-engineering of land offices, providing new technology, new services to actually implement a policy of the government called the One Door, which means that people can basically go to one place and do all their land business.
Land is not just an economic issue, it is a social issue and an emotional issue. In a survey carried out by the Institute of Policy, Law and Development and the World Bank in Vietnam in 2008, women were found to be twice as dependent as men on their children for old age support. Only half had pensions when compared to men. We asked a group of village women how they feel about land titles.
Nhiều khi mình có chỗ đã rồi, mình vô đây làm vốn ngân hàng để làm ăn, để có kinh doanh gì đó. Nhiều khi á khổ quá thì người ta không có làm gì được, không có tiền đâu, ăn đi làm mướn rồi có nhiều ăn như quê ngày hết à.
Without land for collateral, women are forced to borrow money from the informal sector, where they are often at the mercy of loan sharks. For these women, from the ethnic minority Dakley community, female ownership of land is rare, and they will be amongst the first in their community to become land owners. To ensure women benefit from the program, attention is being paid to proper dissemination of information and active participation of grassroots women's organizations and community land service groups. These community-driven approaches have been highly successful in Indonesia, the Philippines and Thailand, where thousands of women have received land titles through World Bank supported projects over the last 30 years.